So for, we talked about last week, or not last week, but the last time we met, we talked about how to make the guessing game have three guesses using a while loop. You might remember that. Here's the basic code, right? And if I run this, it gives me a little interface here, and it says guess a number between 1 and 5. If I guess 3, too bad, I guessed wrong. If I wanted to give the user three guesses, I can use a for loop to do that, right? And last time I had to keep track of how many total guesses they got and how many guesses they took and all that stuff. I'll still create a variable up here for the total guesses, and we'll just say it's 3. And what I'm going to do right here is I'm just going to throw a for loop in here for int guess number. So this, I'm going to keep track of the guess number that they're on in range 3, because I want them to have 3 guesses. Okay, so now I've already set this up just with this addition right here to do it 3 times. But I want to do a little bit better here for my users. And the first thing I'm going to do is print guess number, int guess number. So I'm going to tell them what guess they're on first. And I'm also going to do one other thing, because if they guess correctly on the second guess, then I want to break out of that loop. Well, the nice thing about the for loop is that break and continue work the same way in that loop. So the minute they guess right, if I just break that loop, then we're in good shape. So let's run the code and see how it works. Guess number 0. Oops. Let's do this. To make it, I don't want guess number 0. That looks kind of dumb. So I'm going to go range 1 to 4 because I know that that gives them 3 tries. Let's run that again. Guess number 1. That looks better. Guess a number between 1 and 5. Let's start with 3. Too low. Okay. Number between 1 and 5. Guess too high. So only one number could be it. Guess you guessed right. The secret number was 4. Okay. So you can see there, total guesses I didn't use, but if I wanted to use that, I might use it here. Int total guesses plus 1. Of int total guesses. Okay, so let's say I get 4 guesses and the maximum number is 100. Can I guess between 1 and 100 in 4 tries? Guess number 1 of 4. Let's start with 50. Too high. Okay, so let's go 25. Still too high. 13. Too high. Okay, last guess. One number between 1 and 13. What's my guess? 3 I heard first. 11. Okay. So that's it. Now I can change the difficulty of this game by just changing the number of guesses and the max number and the range. So that makes the game a little bit more fun, right? So, and you'll notice that to get there from just the one shot, I really only had to add like 3 lines of code. So a for loop can make a big difference with just a little bit of work. I mean, one of my lines of code was just the word break. So this is the only substantial change here is adding that for loop. and indenting that code block. So for loop can be really useful. It is important, I think, to know when it's better to use a for loop rather than a while loop. However, as I've demonstrated with this game, you can actually use either of them in a vast majority of cases. That's just part of the creativity of coding, right? You can do things in a lot of different ways. There's way more ways to do things than you initially think.